On September 24, 2025, a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket lifted off from the NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. But this was not just any launch. On board were the three powerful missions designed to uncover the mysteries of the Sun, to protect the Earth, astronauts, and the future explorers from the dangers of a space weather. Today we will explore the story behind this launch, why the NASA's and NOAA sent these missions, what each aircraft will do, and how the knowledge could help the humanity to survive on the Moon, Mars, and beyond. Why this matters? The Sun is the heart of our solar system. Its light gives us life, but energies can also be destructive. The streams of charged particles, called the solar wind, constantly flow outward from the Sun. Sometimes the Sun erupts violently with the solar storms and the flares. These storms can knock out satellites, damage the power grids, disturb the GPS signals, and even put astronauts in danger. Understanding and predicting these events is what scientists call the solar weather forecasting, and it's exactly why NASA and Rome launched three new aircraft on the historic day. The three missions. The first mission is called the IMAP, meaning the Interstellar Mapping and Acceleration Probe. Its main goal: to chart the very edge of our solar systems, a protective bubbles called the heliospheres. The heliospheres is like the invisible shield. It is created by the solar wind and helps to protect us from the harmful cosmic rays coming from the deep space. Without it, the life on the Earth might not even exist. IMAP will do many things, like sample the solar and the particles, studies the electric particles entering from the beyond our solar systems, and also reveals how the boundary shields us. Dr. David McCombs from the Prince University leads this mission, supported by the 27 international partners. The aircraft was built by the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory and will orbit the special spot in the space called Lagrange Point 1, about 1 million away from the Earth. Through the IMAP, we finally learn how the interstellar space interacts with our Sun's protective bubbles. The second mission is called the Carruthers Geocorona Observatory. It focuses on something much closer to home, the very edge of our Earth atmospheres. The outermost layers of our atmospheres is called the exospheres. When the sunlight hits these regions, it produces a faint ultraviolet glow called the geocorona. This aircraft will record how the exosphere changes during the solar storms, studies its season changes, and help to predict the Earth's response to the space weather. SWFOL-1. The third missions come from the NOAA, the Security, Oceanic and Atmospheric Administrations. It is called SWFOL-1, short for the Space Weather Follow on a Larynx 1. SWFOL-1 is the first dedicated, full-time space weather observatory. Its job is to keep constant watch on the Sun without any interruptions. By doing so, it will provide the real-time solar observations, give the faster and the more accurate space weather forecast, and helps to protect the satellite, communication systems, and even the astronaut. The Richard Ullman, Deputy Director at the NOAA, explained it the best. The real-time observations from SWFOL-1 will give the operators the trust data they need to issue the real warning, so the decision makers can protect the vital infrastructures and national security. The launch. At 7:30 a.m. the Eastern Time, the Falcon 9 rocket, the road to the life at the Kennedy Space Center, launches the Complex 39A. The world watched as the rocket carried these three aircraft beyond the Earth's atmospheres. Within hours, each aircraft safety successfully and signaled back to the Earth, confirming they were alive and healthy. Over the coming months, they will travel towards their destinations, Lagrange point 1, a stable point of gravity between the Earth and the Sun, about the 1 millions away from the Earth. By the January 2026, after the checkpoints and the calibrations, they will begin their science operations. The future impact. So, why does all this matters for us here on Earth? Because the space weathers affect everyone. Power plants, airplanes, satellite, GPS systems all depends on the protections from the solar storms. But it goes even further. As the NASA prepares to send the astronaut back to the moon and eventually to the Mars, the space weathers will be one of the greatest dangers they face. These three missions will help us to predict the solar storms better, improve our safety in space, and provide a several guide and interplanetary explorations. As the Nicola Fox from the NASA put it, our discoveries and innovations fit into the known before you go to the roadmap to ensure a safe and sustained human presence on other worlds. In a conclusions, the launch of a IMAP and the Carruthers Geocorona Observatory and the SWFO-L1 marks a major step in a humanity journey to understand the Sun, from the edge of the Earth's atmospheres to the boundary of the solar systems. These missions will expand our knowledge, improve our safety, and prepare us for the day the human step foot on the Mars. The Sun gives us life, but also challenges us with its powers. Thanks to these missions, we will one step closer to the unknowing its secret and ensuring the humanity's survival beyond the Earth. Thank you for watching.